Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Does Brooke betray Ridge by remaining silent about Hope and Carter's cunning scheme? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Does Brooke betray Ridge and remain silent about Hope and Carter's cunning scheme? According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke Logan will have to decide what to do after hearing something inappropriate. Fans of B&B may anticipate a difficult situation that Brooke was completely unprepared for. During the week of November 18th to 22nd, Brooke will listen in on Hope Logan and Carter Walton's talk outside the cabin to find out what they have in store. Through the LLC documentation that Ridge Forrester requested, Carter has managed to gain ownership of Forrester Creations. Ridge and Steffi Forrester don't check the details and usually just sign whatever paperwork they've handed Carter because they trust him to handle things like this. Since Steffi and Ridge may approve of Carter operating Forrester Creations without even realizing it, that gives Carter an advantage. Hope is also part of Carter's goal because he has reassured her that they can manage the business together. Naturally, Carter and Hope might not be aware of the extent of the mayhem they are about to cause. If Hope and Carter succeed, Ridge and Steffi will be more enraged than they have ever been. They will definitely hit the roof since this is some next-level scheming from a COO that Steffi and Ridge previously trusted. Once Brooke eavesdrops, she will have the opportunity to halt what Carter and Hope are starting, but will she do so? A part of Brooke will want to make up with Steffi for her treatment of Hope, but another part of her will be tempted to warn Ridge about Carter's cunning. Hope may persuade Brooke to keep quiet because this is a means of getting her back at Forrester Creations. Ridge's earlier admission that they will always be devoted to their daughters may have served as a clue that Brooke would eventually choose to be loyal to Hope rather than Ridge. Ultimately, Ridge has been backing Steffi's choice to fire Hope, which is exactly what she has been doing lately. Although Brooke feels deceived, she might now betray Ridge on a far larger scale. Our forecasts indicate considerably more difficulties if Ridge and Steffi lose control of the business as a result of Brooke's silence. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke might lose Ridge if he learns of such a betrayal. Keep an eye out for any news that could terminate the marriage. Will's passion, Carter's control, and Ridge's solution. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Monday, November 18th, Will's passion, Carter's control, and Ridge's solution. Here are the spoilers for Monday, November 18th, 2024's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can anticipate that Ridge Forrester will question John Finnegan in the upcoming episode. Hope Logan and Carter Walton's plan is solidified by the Forresters' actions. Will Spencer and Electra Forrester share a passionate moment in the meanwhile? Find out what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera by reading on. Overview of Electra Forrester. According to B&B previews for Monday, November 18th, Electra recently moved to Los Angeles. Despite a difficult past, Electra's future appears bright. Although it's unclear exactly what Electra left behind, she fears that her past will tarnish her future. Electra and her aunt, Ivy Forrester, played by Ashley Brewer, have a line. Will and Electra are also becoming closer. Will is beginning to suspect that there may be issues in his love interest's history as Electra grows closer to him. Will Spencer's romance in B&B spoilers. As of Monday, November 18th, Will is still enamored with Electra. Will looks forward to going to work every day because he can't stop thinking about Electra. Naturally, Will is unaware of the impending reappearance of someone from Electra's past. You may anticipate more sexy encounters between Will and Electra in the interim. The retaliation of Carter Walton and Hope Logan. According to Monday, November 18th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter is unwilling to lie to Ridge and Eric Forrester. Carter, however, does not want Steffi to get away with dismissing Hope and abandoning the proposal for growth. Carter intends to take control of Forrester Creations and has tax documentation now. Carter is a lawyer in addition to his role as COO. Carter should be aware that getting caught will have dire repercussions. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Monday, November 18th, Will's passion, Carter's control, and Ridge's solution. Monday, November 18th, 2024, spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can also anticipate that Ridge will interview Finn on Monday, November 18th. Ridge will want the Hope situation resolved. Although Ridge wants to stand with Steffi, Brooke Logan is criticizing him. Additionally, Ridge observes that it's creating confusion and problems with other staff members. But Finn will probably say the same thing to Ridge as he said to Deacon Sharp. Finn vehemently defended his wife when Deacon implied Steffi overreacted. Finn advised Hope to seek expert assistance as well. On Monday, November 18th, 2024, which narrative are you most excited to see? What do you think will happen to Carter, Steffi, Eric, Finn, and Ridge? What lies ahead for Will, Elektra, Hope, Ivy, and the other characters? Brooke discovers a horrifying reality. Brooke discovers a horrifying reality. Spoilers for Monday, November 18th, 2024's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful hint at a new day for Carter and Hope, assuming they play their cards correctly. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, an audacious step. Following Ridge Forrester's, Torsten K. instructions is all that Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, wants to accomplish. He might work with whoever is in charge to establish a new LLC for Forrester Creations. He can just sign his name to the documents since he created them, so Hope Logan persuades him to do so. As Hope persuades Carter to sign the dotted line and take over Forrester Creations, it feels like she's back in her villainous days. Her mother listening in from the outside is something she doesn't count on. Brooke Logan is appalled to learn of Carter and Hope's plans. Must read, spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful will ask Dad for Remy's assistance as Bill uses a sinister approach to fend off Elektra's stalker. Hope originally considered Ridge to be her father, therefore this is such a betrayal of him. Will Brooke try to reason with her vindictive daughter or will she rush to Ridge with the truth? Given how Steffi Forrester Finnegan has handled Hope since learning that she was seeing Thomas Forrester, Hope has every right to be upset with him. Steffi even sent Douglas Forrester and Thomas out of Hope's life and butted in places she didn't belong. However, Hope is now going too far. Carter Walton tries again, according to B&B spoilers. Carter again pleads with Ridge and Steffi to change their minds about ending Hope for the future before submitting the paperwork. Despite Hope's urging, he is reluctant to act hastily. At the same moment, it feels both right and wrong. But Steffi isn't going anywhere. She acts like her typical arrogant self, taunts Hope, and calls her derogatory names. Carter is horrified by Steffi's demeanor and comes to the conclusion that Hope might be correct. It's fair to give Steffi some of her own medicine. Carter's bold approach might help bring Steffi down a notch or two. She believes she can do no wrong, but Steffi is going to find out. Carter's ultimatum, Brooke's intelligence, and Remy's reconnect. A teaser clip has been made public, according to spoilers for the week of November 18, 2024, on The Bold and the Beautiful. It depicts Remy Price and Elektra Forrester getting back in touch. Hope Logan and Carter Walton are overheard by Brooke Logan. Additionally, Carter gives Steffi Forrester Finnegan and Ridge Forrester an ultimatum. Find out what will happen next in the CBS soap drama by reading on. Preview of The Bold and the Beautiful week of November 18th, Carter's ultimatum, Brooke's intel, and Remy reconnects. Elektra Forrester's stalker spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. According to B&B spoilers for the week of November 18th, Elektra and Remy are shown at the start of the teaser tape. Fans have witnessed Elektra go utterly crazy due to her identity and looks being widely disparaged online. Elektra was worried about her past coming out, but she was powerless to stop it. Although the promo footage implies they are buddies, fans are aware that Remy is Elektra's stalker. Remy Price reconnects in B&B spoilers. The weekly teaser footage has Elektra and Remy dining at Il Giardino for lunch. With joy, Elektra asks Remy why he is in Los Angeles. Telling Elektra that he is in town to visit her makes Remy anxious. Maybe Remy is there to warn her and isn't the stalker? Perhaps Remy's twin brother was the one engaging in the cyberstalking. Either way, this plot is interesting. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter Walton's demand. The preview footage also features Carter, according to spoilers for the week of November 18th on The Bold and the Beautiful. Carter meets with Ridge and Steffi at Forrester Creations. It appears that Carter is giving an ultimatum. Carter gives Ridge and Steffi instructions to bring Hope and HFTF back. "I hope Logan is a bitch," Steffi exclaims later in the video. Week of November 18, 2024, B&B spoilers. Carter and Hope are also seen discussing their plan in the weekly peak segment. Carter determines it's time to completely overhaul Forrester Creations after his demand is denied. Carter tells Hope it's time to take charge after Brooke overhears. Additionally, Brooke approaches Hope and inquires as to whether she is concealing anything. Brooke is obviously aware that Carter and Hope are planning something. Will Carter's intention to use his name on tax returns be discovered by Brooke? Will Brooke eventually reveal Carter and Hope's plans to Ridge and Steffi? In the week of November 18, 2024, which narrative are you most excited to see? What do you think will happen to Ridge, Brooke, Hope, and Carter? For Steffi, Elektra, Remy, and the other characters, what lies ahead? Will stalker Remy take Elektra's life from Ivy's grim fate rock, LA? According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ivy Forrester may be in serious jeopardy because of a recent vow she made. Ivy pledged in the episode airing on November 13 to do all within her power to shield Elektra Forrester, who is obviously concerned about her former stalker finding her. After reading the press release, Remy Price, who has been doing internet research on Elektra, discovered that she is in Los Angeles. He's about to tear apart Elektra's life once more after Remy pointed her that she couldn't hide from him. Ivy will undoubtedly fulfill her pledge and do everything in her power to keep Elektra safe. Ivy will defend Elektra since she is her cherished niece, but doing so could come at a high cost. We must be ready for the worst because Ivy's commitment seemed a little sinister. Could Ivy be the next to lead the CBS soap opera? The show occasionally shakes things up with a deadly exit. Bradley Bell, the head writer and executive producer of B&B, told Deadline back in September that while it can be hard to say goodbye to some characters, there are instances when it's necessary. To maintain your credibility as a writer, you have to kill them occasionally, Bell stated. And I make a self-promise to kill more people every year. In the summer, B&B produced a murder mystery novel that led to Tom Starr's death. Paul Hollister subsequently had to deal with a somber departure as well. But since Ivy isn't a disposable character, killing her would be a far greater concern. Since Ivy is a Forrester, many people would be impacted by her passing. However, since Ivy hasn't been a major character for a while, this might be Bell's method of taking off a significant character without losing one of the primary characters. On the other hand, Remy's anger can simply end in Ivy being abducted or gravely hurt. After some terrifying moments in the hospital, Ivy may go into a coma and survive. In any event, our forecasts indicate that Ivy's determination to keep Elektra safe will put her in danger. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Remy might see Ivy as a barrier that needs to be removed. Keep checking back for more information on all the horrifying developments. Ridge Forrester is caught up in a tornado of emotions as Steffi's most recent plots test the limits of professional ethics and familial loyalty. Ridge finds himself juggling his responsibilities as a father and a leader at Forrester Creations as the consequences of her audacious behavior continue to reverberate throughout the Forrester household. Steffi's embarrassing behavior. Steffi has reached a breaking point in her resolve to defend her job, establish her authority at Forrester Creations, or eliminate competitors, whether they be Hope, Ivy, or even Luna. She has gained both supporters and detractors for her unrepentant strategies, which some have characterized as smart and others as brutal. Her recent actions, nevertheless, have made Ridge doubt her judgment and their shared ideals. What is Steffi doing? Power plays by corporations. Ridge might be torn between applauding Steffi's perseverance and disapproving of her tactics if she has taken contentious actions to land a big transaction or outsmart a rival. Individual vendettas. Steffi may cross boundaries that Ridge cannot tolerate as a result of her recurrent conflicts, especially with the Logans. Ridge might have to intervene if her attacks on Hope or Brooke rekindle long-standing animosities. The dynamics of the family. Ridge might feel obliged to step in and bring the family back into harmony if Steffi has alienated other members, particularly Thomas or Luna. The emotional chaos of Ridge. Ridge has always taken great satisfaction in being the pillar of the Forrester household, but Steffi's behavior calls into question his capacity to uphold that position. He struggles with whether to support his daughter's goals or to hold her responsible for actions that could endanger the family's company and image. ###### Important events for next week. 1. Confrontation with Steffi. Ridge may confront Steffi directly, which might spark a heated fight in which long-standing resentments are revealed. 2. Examining his own decisions, Ridge might be compelled to face similarities between Steffi's behavior and his own past transgressions when he observes her audacity. 3. Looking for advice. Ridge's relationships with people closest to him would become more complicated if he sought guidance from Taylor, Brooke, or even Eric on how to deal with Steffi. #### The effects of ripples. The consequences of Steffi's actions will undoubtedly extend beyond her relationship with Ridge. This is the possible outcome of her actions. The location of Forrester Creations. There can be discontent inside the organization if partners and staff begin to doubt Steffi's leadership. As co-CEO, Ridge might be under pressure to control her or risk losing her reputation. At the family level, Ridge may have to mediate and take sides as a result of Steffi's audacity causing tensions with her siblings or other family members. With Finn. Steffi's relationship with Finn, who has been dealing with his own set of difficulties, may suffer further if her activities have an impact on their personal lives. Is Ridge going to stand up? The key question for next week is whether Ridge will stick by Steffi no matter what, or if her most recent actions will force him to ultimately say no. In addition to affecting his relationship with Steffi, Ridge's choice may also determine the dynamics of the Forrester family going forward. Fans can anticipate a week full of conflict, intense arguments, and heartbreaking disclosures as Ridge tries to balance his obligations to the family and the business with his love for his daughter. Will Steffi's audacity work to her advantage or against her? To discover out, tune in. The Bold and the Beautiful's mystery and drama take a bizarre turn when Steffi Forrester appears to catch Ridge in a celestial plane. However, what does this enigmatic trend signify? Although the concept may seem ethereal, it is probably a psychological or metaphorical examination of their father-daughter bond, illustrating Ridge's inability to control his emotions and Steffi's strong hold on him. #### Is the celestial plane a control metaphor? As his daughter and a prominent influence at Forrester Creations, Steffi's ability to capture Ridge on a celestial realm may represent her dominating presence in his life. Steffi's emotive appeals and her unwavering will to preserve their family's legacy have always had a strong hold on Ridge. This plane could stand in for an emotional or mental realm where Steffi has an unearthly impact on Ridge's choices. 1. The persuasion of Steffi. Steffi could take advantage of a situation by using her friendship with Ridge, perhaps to win a power battle within the Forrester organization. Encourage Ridge to support her in her fight against the Logans, particularly Brooke or Hope. Establish her as the legitimate successor to the Forrester throne. 2. Ridge's dilemma. This celestial plane, in which Ridge finds himself, may symbolize his internal struggle. Does he stand behind Steffi's unrelenting determination, or does he distance himself and put justice and harmony in his relationships first? #### Celestial vision and Ridge's mental condition. The reference to a celestial plane can also allude to Ridge's emotional or mental withdrawal. It's possible that recent occurrences, Steffi's audacious actions, conflicts at work, and family strife have caused him to become skeptical of everything. Ridge may be using this as a means of addressing his identity, legacy, and position within the Forrester family. #### Potential situations. 1. A flashback or dream sequence. Steffi may show up as a strong character in Ridge's dream or vision, signifying her level of control over him. 2. Manipulation of emotions. Steffi might use their shared understanding of the Forrester legacy and his love for her to face Ridge in a very moving encounter. Ridge can feel stuck after hearing her comments, as if he's in a different reality. 3. Metaphorical capture. The celestial plane could just represent Ridge's sense of uncontrollability, stuck between his duty to Brooke or Thomas and his commitment to Steffi. ###. The Forrester family's implications. Steffi's power over Ridge may have serious repercussions. For Brooke and Ridge. Brooke may feel marginalized if Steffi's choices or actions draw Ridge closer to her, rekindling their previous animosity. In the interest of the business, other family members, such as Thomas or possibly Eric, may question Ridge's neutrality if he becomes overly close to Steffi, leading to a power struggle within Forrester Creations. For Steffi's future, Steffi's ability to capture Ridge may make her a formidable force, but it may also distance her from people who perceive her methods as deceptive. Next steps? There will likely be a lot of symbolism and emotional depth to the plot of Ridge and Steffi's celestial bond. What fans should look out for? 1. The realization of Ridge *. Will Ridge change his ways after realizing he's being captured by Steffi's influence, or will he remain influenced by her powerful will? 2. The endgame for Steffi. What does Steffi want from Ridge in the end? Is this about personal approval, business dominance, or family loyalty? 3. Startling disclosures. Would the Heavenly Realm disclose secrets or unsolved disputes within the Forrester household? By fusing symbolic storytelling with emotional depth, this plot line promises to stretch the limits of conventional bold and the beautiful drama. As Steffi and Ridge negotiate this bizarre and alluring dynamic, fans won't want to miss their high-stakes interaction.